The First World War, also known as World War I, erupted in 1914 and lasted until 1918. It was one of the deadliest and most devastating conflicts in human history, reshaping the global political landscape and setting the stage for future wars. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary in Sarajevo was the immediate trigger, but the roots of the war ran much deeper. Europe was already a volatile mix of nationalism, militarism, imperial rivalries, and complex alliances. These tensions exploded into full-scale war when Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, drawing in other major powers through a web of treaties and obligations. The conflict quickly spread across Europe as Germany, allied with Austria-Hungary, invaded Belgium and France. In response, Britain declared war on Germany, and soon, Russia, France, and Britain formed the Allied powers against the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and later the Ottoman Empire and Bulgaria. The war drew in nations from across the globe, making it the first truly global conflict. Trench warfare became a defining feature of World War I, particularly on the Western Front. Soldiers dug extensive networks of trenches that stretched from the North Sea to the Swiss border, where they endured appalling conditions, including mud, rats, disease, and constant shelling. New technologies and weapons drastically changed the nature of warfare. Machine guns, poison gas, tanks, airplanes, and submarines were deployed on a large scale for the first time, making the war more destructive than any before it. The Eastern Front saw different dynamics, with large-scale movements and more fluid combat between Russia and the Central Powers. Though the Russians achieved some early victories, they suffered enormous casualties and logistical problems. Internal unrest, economic collapse, and military failures eventually led to the Russian Revolution in 1917. The Bolsheviks, led by Lenin, seized power and signed the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk with Germany, ending Russia's involvement in the war and allowing Germany to concentrate its forces on the Western Front. Meanwhile, the war had profound effects on civilian populations. The war officially ended on November 11, 1918, with the signing of the armistice. The guns fell silent after more than 4 years of relentless fighting. The formal peace was negotiated at the Treaty of Versailles in 1919, where Germany was blamed for the war and forced to accept severe territorial losses, disarmament, and heavy reparations. Art, literature, and culture were forever altered by the war. The trauma experienced by millions found expression in modernist movements that rejected the old order. Writers like Wilfred Owen, Erich Maria Remarque, and Siegfried Sassoon captured the horrors and futility of war. Artists and intellectuals grew skeptical of authority, leading to a broader cultural shift toward questioning established norms and exploring darker themes of human experience. Ultimately, the First World War was not merely a conflict of nations, but a profound human tragedy that reshaped the modern world.